Hey everybody, it's Stippling Sat, and I'm at my local dive bar working. And you can see I'm still working on Kiro here. I'm going to work on him for the rest of this video. It's going to be somewhat of a dull video, visually maybe for you guys, because I'm just going to be stippling this helmet side in to get the tone in, so that way when I put in, what I'm going to do is when I'm done toning this, I'm going to hit it with some white out over top of the dots so I can see like the reflection of the helmet on them. So it's going to be time consuming, but that's the way it goes. So tonight's the night, folks. We've been waiting all year for it, since last October or last November actually. Tonight we vote for the 4th annual Nobody Gives a Damn Awards. So I hope to see you all there. If you guys watch this video before the awards, give me a thumbs up in the chat tonight, or let me know that you watched the video. So it's going to be on Danger Vanessa's channel, and I will have her pinned in the link or in the description, so you can go and you can get her channel. Go subscribe to her channel so that way you can vote. So sorry it's taking so long. If you take notice here, okay, you can see the hole through the reservoir. I'm not trying to have this nib heavy with ink, because this is a fresh ink well. I want to be very light with my dots, so it's going to be a lot of pauses. So this week, Graham Nolan goes to Matacumba Key. He ended the night at $207,000. It's very good. It's his highest campaign so far. And each campaign he does, he does better and better. And I think it's part of because more people are discovering him, which is great. I love to see when these creators are able to increase what they did from the campaign prior, and specifically because of the fact that he's figured out how to link all of his previous books together with this book. So I'm really excited to see how it all turns out. So if you missed out, you'll have to wait till he has available on his website at Compass Comics. It was a nice closeout with him and Graham and the gang. I know he was on Ethan's channel. I watched some of it. I did not stay to the very end. I did put in the comment quite a few times in the chat saying, hey, if you get to $250,000, I'll jump off that wagon and I'll do a shot. And it was funny, I said that right after the show started, and Ethan brought it up on the screen, and at first they're like, yeah, do that. Like, wait, falling off the wagon. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And everybody's saying no, don't do it. And I the next day when Graham said it, he closed at 207. I said, well, I'll have to wait till the next campaign to jump off that wagon, do a shot. And he's like, no, don't. It's healthier if you stay on the wagon. Me being on the wagon and saying I'm going to jump off the wagon to do a shot, that's a bit of my joke. I used to be a hardcore alcoholic. I don't. And one of the ways to defeat my demons is by working in this dive bar every single weekend. Think about it. You went from being a hardcore drunk where you had to drink so much a day to now you come into a bar and you are in here for like at least 8 hours working, and you don't have a single drop, and you leave at the end of the day without having a single drop. That I'm very proud of that. And I sometimes will. With me saying, hey, if you do $250,000, I'll do a shot for you. And I joke now. I say I'll hop off the wagon. See, the thing is, because I'm able to put myself in an environment where I don't feel the need to drink, I can joke about that and say how I'll jump off the wagon, and I can. I mean, when Shane Davis, when he hits $250,000 on his campaigns, I'll do a shot. When Aaron Lepresti hit $250,000, I did a shot for him. So for me, it's like a personal joke. I even when Andy Smith hit 100,000, because he's been trying for so long to get over that hump to 100,000, and he was able to do that with just his bros, without Malin, without Ethan, on his stream, and he was able to hit it. He deserved it, so that's the reason why I did a shot for him, even though he didn't hit $250,000. He just did 100,000. It was a big deal. I felt it was a big deal, so I limited my rules on just one shot. The last time I did a shot was when Andy Smith hit 100,000 in his campaign. So, like I said, for a scenario like that, I have no problem with doing a shot just to congratulate him. So it's just a fun thing to do. And that's the thing, is that if you have the ability to take a shot and then stop and not drink more, you've done it. You've been able to defeat your demons. If I've been on other streams where people are drinking, and this one's like, I don't have the, I feel like I need. No, I don't feel like I need to drink. It's one of the reasons why when Graham and Billy do their cigar and whiskey gatherings or bourbon gatherings, I don't really set time aside to take part in that, because it's just not my scene. I think this year, if Aaron comes up to Garden State, I might join it, and then I just hang out with the other non-drinkers. And that's the thing, is I can be around people drinking alcohol, not feel tempted to drink, and not feel pressured. Because when you're in the right environment, you can be around those who are drinking, and you don't feel the need to drink. You don't feel tempted that you have to drink, and you can still be yourself without it. But no, Graham closed out. Gary went into in-demand mode on Fund My Comic with his art book this Wednesday. And then Andy Smith on Monday launched his art book, Nice and Tight. Now I'm noticing that there's been a wave of art books. Art books in general, I don't think are going to be huge numbers, just because it's a very niche art audience. By and large, when you get people backing that, it's fellow artists who want to see what's your process for creating stuff, so they can incorporate it into their process for success. I think about how when Gary was talking to Graham Wednesday night, and he was talking about his process, and the way I view it, the way Gary talks is very much the way I do it. It's where it's like the hard part is the drawing. Okay, once you got the drawing done, in your mind you can look at what you've drawn, and in your brain it's already inked. It's just a matter of going in and doing the work. Like how Gary talks about how he is he does cross hatching, and everybody sees cross hatching as being done fast. He doesn't. He's very slow. He's very methodical. That's the reason why it looks so controlled. But in Gary's brain, it's almost like when Gary's there and he's inking, the rest of the world bleeds away, and there is nothing except for him and his brush and the line work. Just as how I do it. When I look at it, when I have the pencils done, I can now look at it and I can already see it completed with the dots. So that's the reason why I'm able to look at this and like, okay, because I kind of do this in layers, the way a painter does it, that's the reason why I go in and I'll put in a layer of dots. And then like right now, I have this layer of dots. I've now looked at that layer and I now want to go put an extra layer in and go deeper and darker with those dots. So you can see how I'm going in here. And just very carefully, I'm not being heavy-handed. I'm not being like, I'm just very lightly just going in there and tapping away and giving myself more dots. So, but no, I'm very happy with these artists who are doing their art books. Kelsey so far has had the most successful doing an art book. Gary, I hope he does much. I hope he gets at least 10,000 before he publishes it. I like the way his attitude is, which is, I want all the works done. I will do. That way I can make all my mistakes with crowdfunding with this book before I move in and do my next book, which would be an actual graphic novel. And plus also, with this one, with his first campaign and being an art book, he doesn't necessarily need to make money. Okay? Now hear me out. He wants to, what I've seen other people do, which makes sense, is get the first book funded and published, even if you don't make any money. Because you use that as a means to increase your funding for your next campaign. If you think about how Graham was able to utilize that when he was doing the Alien Alamo. He had the Chinook, because it was already printed, as an add-on for the campaign of Alien Alamo, and he was able to increase his funding. Then he did it again. So you see what I'm saying, where if Gary's able to get the book made, he can then have it as an additional add-on when he does his actual graphic novel. He'll have more people now noticing what he's doing, and they'll back the graphic novel, plus also they'll get the art book, and that is good because the book's already manufactured, it's already paid for, and all the funds after the value of the book goes directly into the funding of the graphic novel campaign. So, and like he said, he wants to get all of his mistakes out of the way with this book, so he knows what he needs to do to be more successful when he does the graphic novel. But yeah, he's doing one. Andy Smith just launched this week his Nice and Tight one. Andy Smith, even though it's going to be, I like the way that Andy's doing it, okay? With Andy doing it, he's looking at it as, okay, I have this campaign that I can run while Wraith of God is while Cord Wrath is at the printers, and I have all the work done, so it'll be a quick turnaround, but it also gives him something to campaign and promote while he's getting the work done, and give him a head start on the second book of Cord Wrath. So again, I look at a really smart move. You look how Shane's doing it with his Extend book. He had it, you can buy the Extend book, the companion book, and then you can also buy the additional book, which is a art book of him, of all the production pieces he's done for like advertisements, and when he was asked to do sneakers for a campaign for the big titles or the big companies. So just a little glimpse of how he goes through his process. Same thing with Kelsey with his book. You get to see his process of how he goes and he creates a book So, okay, you see how I'm doing this? I've added that extra layer, and you get more of that sense of his face being behind his hair. That's what I'm really going for, okay? So that's the reason why I'm doing this. So that way the hair really sits, you almost get more of a sense of the hair floating and being in front of his face. So I'll definitely be adding some dots up here. And then what I can do also is I can go, if I want, again, like painting, I can go in and make this darker if I want, which I'll take a look. Which, if you were to do traditional inking, you wouldn't necessarily be able to do that. Maybe if you're doing a wash, you can do that. So, but, okay, I'm gonna turn this so I can get his eye done. So, okay, let's get up higher so you can see. That's one thing I don't like about working with a camera, is trying to, it's just an extra thing you gotta focus on. And that's making sure that I'm in the frame while I'm working on it. So, let's see. There we go. A little bit more under. That looks good. And then, so to help with this side of the cheek, but push the nose forward, we're just going to hit it with a few dots. Just come in here. Just create those tones. Just come up. So, I like that. We'll add a little bit right here. This will help with that air bubble in his mask. Yeah, I like that. So, like I said, let's see here. I want to make this darker in here. So, but no, I like the fact that all these art books are coming out. On the last night of Graham's campaign, I went and I backed his ash can, which is, again, the process of showing from layouts and scripts to the actual book itself. Him and Aaron both do that. This is the first time I'm backing in to get that book, so I'm looking forward to that. So now with the Kit Carter, I'm probably going with the Kit Carter campaign when I finally back that. I'm probably going to just go and get the whole kit and caboodle from Aaron. So I get the book, the softbound, the hardbound, and the ash can, which has all the layouts. So to see his whole process, which is something that I will learn from when I do my own book. So let's see. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I do like that. I do. Okay. Okay, hold on one moment. I'm gonna clean off my nib. But no, Aaron, he's gonna be shipping out his Wraith of God books soon. He just got them in yesterday. No, he got them in Thursday. I kind of wish that he had produced or made a little video of the books arriving, but I can understand why he didn't. Because like when Ethan does one of those videos, it's not at his home, it's at his business location, and you can't really tell where it's located when you see that, because of it being a business and all you see is like the back lot. So you can't really figure out, I know exactly where that is, because there's no real like distinguishing landmarks. Whereas with Aaron, if he does it, it's like, that's where it's being delivered to his house. Oh, that's exactly where it is. So, just to show you guys the process, I'm just going in here and putting in some ink. I'm using an old inkwell that's completely used up. The stuff at the bottom's like tar. But I'm doing that so that way when I ink here, it's straight black and there is no like, like sometimes when you use fresh ink, you don't have that freshness. You have multiple tones of black. I want there to be a straight black. So, and I want to hit this area here, so I'm gonna turn this. And this is where I can't really. I wanted to do this last week when I did my my time-lapse video. The problem is that with the angle, I don't like to move the page around when I'm doing the time-lapse videos. So I wasn't able to do this. So I'm gonna do it now. So let me pull this over a little bit more so I have some space. Again, I like doing this for you guys, but it's one of those. I'm like leaning off to the right to see around my camera, so it's very, very distracting. So, but and then what I'll probably do is tomorrow, when I do my video tomorrow, I'll hit that with the white out because I'll be completely dry. I could do that now, but I just feel like digging out my white pen. Plus, also, I need to look at it and decide where I want to have the where I want to put the white out on it. So, but if you look carefully, you can see how. I mean, very careful that you can still see, like right in this area, you still see some dots. And that's so you just help give a transition between the image and the black behind it all. So, no, I enjoy doing this. And I'm liking the effect that this is having, going straight to black and having a little bit of dots to bleed into the back of the blending. So I might be doing this more moving forward with my Scat Investigators book. So, but remember, at 6 o'clock is when we're doing the show. We're not going to be doing it at the normal 7 o'clock time because of it going to be a 4-hour show. So I hope to see you all there. We will be having fun, and we've actually got a trailer up floating around, so I hope you guys will check that out. So until then, guys, until tonight at 6, you guys all have fun. I know Michael Bancroft said that he's probably going to EFAP the show because there's an overlap between his show and our show this Saturday or today. So he's going to be EFAPing the show. That's going to be nice. So Michael Bancroft's been a big supporter of the chat and this award show. So, but remember, it is not done by Electoral College. It's true democracy of action. It's majority wins the vote. So it means if Ethan sends in his fans, and all of a sudden we go from having 50 people watching and voting to 500 voting, and he wins by a large margin, then that's why. But hey, we allow it. We allow it. It's not like one of those where you have to be registered to be voting. So, but guys, you guys have a great evening. I will see you tonight. Until then, remember, life is stressful. Just take it all one dot at a time.